Here's the start of hole number 1 of my 9-hole miniature golf course surrounding U.S. Cellular Field in my backyard. Hole number 1 I call Socks Charities, because you need to get it into the hole without getting caught up in the legs of the chairs. So I spell charities C-H-A-I-R-I-T-I-E-S. There's hole number 1. Then you move to here, and you try and get it in what I call tube socks, because if you roll your ball and get it into this hole without it falling down the steps, sometimes it'll go straight into the hole. I gotta fix that, I guess. There we go. And then you move over to here, and you got a long straightaway, but you gotta get it between the bases and into this hole over here. This would be hole number 3. And then moving on to hole number 4, you shoot from here, but you got to be careful, because if you go too far to the right, and there is a slight slope to the right, then you're going to go down the stairs and have to shoot from this other tee box right here, which is actually for the 5th hole. So after you sink it in hole number 4, or have it go up into the glove and then roll back into the hole, which is an extra little bonus, then you have to hit it down the steps, which I call dugout steps, and have it bounce around and go probably banging off the wall here, not much of a wall, and into this hole right here. Then we got to go to pitcher's mound. I don't have the infield all laid out. I'm going to paint it onto the carpet. But you shoot your ball, into this mound area and get it in the hole there. Then we move over to hole number 7, and you try and get a drive down the line for a double off the wall, because it goes into that little kicker outer box, and it'll bounce your ball back out here, and wherever the ball ends up is where you shoot. Oh, I forgot to put up my Haley Reinhardt placard on the wall there. But that's the national anthem hole. See the American flags? You shoot and try and get it into this hole here. Sorry about the loud sound from the speakers here. Oh, did you want to see my U.S. Cellular Field? See, you can even see my reflection. And there's my U.S. Cellular Field with all my bobbleheads lined up.
Eli running the show while 2 of his biggest weapons are
MIA. So at that point you go to the hardest hole on the course, which is number 9, and you have to bounce it off of this little raised platform and get it in the center hole here, because if it goes on either side, then it does a loop-de-loop and kicks you back out toward pitcher's mound. But and if you go in the sand, then you gotta drop it in one of the curve holes and have it roll back down there anyway. So that's about the size of it. That's my 9-hole miniature golf course on U.S. Cellular Field in my backyard. I hope you enjoyed this little tour, and maybe you'll come play sometime.